Hi guys, I'm here with my friends and Foxy artist, Amy and Christopher. They're both gonna do a great look. Amy's gonna do a daytime look on me that Christopher is going to take into the nighttime or a red carpet or even to a wedding. So, all right, and then I will be doing a eyelash lesson that I would love to share my technique with all of you. So please join us and let's get started. We go.
Cool. All right.
Awesome.
Well, I'm going to start with a quick cleanse. I like the
good.
Coginda wipe. It's nice and gentle. So, you know, you might use your regular face wash, but if you're on the go, if you just worked out, a wipe is a great way to go.
Yeah, I feel like I'm always on the run. I just came back from the beauty supply, so this is great. I'm getting refreshed from driving over to the nice hot valley.
Perfect. Great. And then because the air here is so dry, it's really important to keep your lips hydrated. So let's do a little lip balm.
Awesome. So Aim, what kind of lip balm do you like?
So I like by Prairie. It's rose. It has
luxury.
a nice iridescent, so it really
Awesome.
kind of makes your teeth look whiter. It really hydrates your lips.
Sparkling smile. Foxy artist and Foxyfleet loves a sparkling smile.
Yes. All right. So I'm just gonna brush a little bit of this on, and then you can work it together, and the heat will really
I know, I always like a little
melt it in.
Smudge it, kind of warms it up.
Yeah.
It's rare that I ever sit in the chair, but I think it's fun to be able to trade some tips with
It's always fun.
all of my favorite artists. I mean, I
recommend
recommend them to clients, you know, when I'm not here, they recommend me. So it's really fun to kind of all stay on the same page and get new tips from each other.
Yes. So moisturizer, key. So this is a great daytime one. It's great if you're gonna do an evening look. It holds makeup really, really well. If you're gonna be running around outside, I would bump up your SPF.
Okay.
So this is a great one because it has an SPF 30.
Awesome.
But it doesn't leave you looking white or chalky.
I'll let you pick.
Well, since we're going into evening, I'm gonna use the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream because it really is a great base for makeup. So you just need the size of about a chocolate chip. And then you want to warm it, and when you warm it, that's what helps it spread, as you know.
And this is a product that I was introduced to through Amy at Violet Grey when she was working at Violet Grey.
So I like to start in the center of the face and then work out, and it's really nice when you have a client in the chair to give them a nice massage, really get the blood flowing, get them relaxed.
I know, that's why I'm always so happy when you come and work on Jada's TV show with me, because I know all the guests will be really happy because they'll feel like they're getting a little mini spa treatment along with a little bit of glam, because everything is really, it's fast paced. So we always have to kind of get a little, you know, hydration, a little hair done, and a little bit of sparkle on the eyes.
All right, so now your skin is all prepped, it's glowing, it's radiant, it looks
ready
great.
to go.
Yes.
I don't even need anything. I'm ready.
No,
Thank you.
we're
Just
done.
kidding. No, let's do it.
Okay, so we're gonna keep it really simple. Just
Okay.
a few products. So I really love the Dior Nude Air because you can
Ooh,
really
I've never tried this.
It's beautiful.
Okay, I can't wait to see it.
Yeah, so I'm gonna use it with a damp beauty blender to make it
Ooh.
really sheer. But
Awesome.
for your evening look, you can definitely get some good coverage.
Okay,
with this.
great.
So it's in a little dropper, so you want to shake it up. So I actually like to just take a couple of drops, and I like to work off the back of my hand because it just gives you control. Yeah.
It's like my little artist palette.
And you want to use the tip of the beauty blender, and then you just want to stipple it only where you have redness, so you don't have to wear this all over, especially for a day.
Oh, good. I always try to tell my clients that too. I'm not a big person when it comes to putting foundation or tinted moisturizer. Well, tinted moisturizer can go all over, but foundation I love through the T-zone and where it's needed.
Exactly.
It doesn't need to go from ear to ear and chin to forehead all the time.
All right. So take a look at that, how sheer and natural it is.
That's pretty.
Yeah, it's
Okay,
really
I'm going to need a
pretty.
little shopping list from you at
Yes.
the end.
And I'm going to take just a little bit more because I'm not going to use concealer on your face.
Okay, great.
So I'm going to use this almost as a concealer. So I'm just going to layer a little bit where you have a little bit of redness.
Amy's got my daytime look down. She knows I like put a little even out the skin kind of a thing on, and a little blush and something on the eye. I'm
And
sure I'll
speaking
get
of blush,
surprised.
speaking of blush, a cream is the best way to go because it just makes you look radiant and healthy. And
Ooh.
yes, so this
La
is the
Prairie.
La Prairie.
Okay,
So,
ladies and gents.
yes. So this has got, you know, the skincare benefits. It really makes your skin look plump and hydrated. And you just want to go, now blushes, you know, you can kind of change the shape of your face. And if
Right.
you're going for really youthful and fresh, then more on the apple and more towards the center. But for the evening look, Christopher might bring your blush up a little bit.
Oh, good tip.
Yeah. So just tap on a little bit. And it's so nice because it just looks so sheer, but you can also build it and you can keep this in your bag if you need to touch up.
I love this.
Yeah.
And it's fancy too.
Yeah, well, it is a little fancy.
I think this is great for getting ready for a date, you know.
Yes.
It's not too done looking. It's
Exactly.
just fresh.
Like you're naturally blushing.
Yes.
And I do like to just hit the top of the nose because that's where the sun naturally hits you and it looks really youthful and fresh when you do
I like that tip.
Yeah. All right, so super easy. Now, concealer. So concealers can be tricky because
Okay.
under eye concealers can look cakey and heavy. So I would almost rather give up some of the coverage for something more natural looking. So I love by Prairie and YSL Tint Chocolat.
Amazing.
And
I want to try this by Terry, so if you can put that on me.
I actually mixed them.
Oh, all right.
Which I know might be getting a little bit complicated,
No,
but
but
it's nice because you can just keep this in your bag for touch-up, but first thing in the morning, just mix these two together.
Bright eye recipe right here.
Ooh, I like that bright eye recipe.
I love your brush set. I like how you keep them organized. That's very important for Foxyfleet and any of the artists that she recommends. I love when my team keeps a clean brush set, everything impeccable.
Yes, and it just keeps you organized.
And it makes your client feel like, oh my gosh, I'm excited about getting my makeup done, not worrying about what they're gonna take home with them after.
So you can see the by Terry is quite, has a cool undertone, and this is a little bit warmer. And this is gonna brighten you up more. So I'm using more of this and then this to kind of brighten. So it's not complicated. You just take a little bit of both. And then just right in this corner. And you can even just use your finger if you're more comfortable with that, you know. And then you always want to go right up in this corner because that really brightens without looking like you're wearing a lot of makeup.
I always believe concealers, even if we have to have two, it's a great investment because keeping our eyes bright and fresh.
Oh yeah, makes a huge difference. Yeah. And then the heat from your finger really kind of soaks it all in and melts it together.
And with these great little pens, you can just take them on the go with you and do a little touch-up.
Perfect.
So I have a cream blush for touch-up and concealer to go.
So again, right up in this corner is always important because that really brightens your eye. And then just blend that out and close for me. Just get right up.
Amy, I love where you're putting the concealer and the brightener. I think that women think that they need to take the concealer and brightener all over, and it's not necessary.
No, because you're just trying to brighten out that darkness.
Exactly.
Yeah. Perfect. So yeah, quick and easy. I'm not even going to use powder because, you know, the air in LA is so dry, and so, you know, you could keep a blotting paper if you had a little T-zone shine.
I kind of like a little shine to go too. I mean, there's times where I do put powder, especially at night.
So we're going to do a really simple two-step eye.
Perfect.
So it's going to be a cream shadow. All you do is draw it on, blend it out, and then a nice plummy brown eyeliner.
Awesome.
So keeping it really simple. So while you can work it directly on your eye, I like to warm it up a little bit.
I do the same. I love...
Yeah, it just really helps.
Even when I'm doing my own makeup at home, I work off my hand, the top of my hand.
And this is really beautiful because you can build it, and it's also going to be a great base for Christopher's evening look later.
Oh, good. And I saw that it's Jouer, which is one of my favorite brands. I love Jouer.
Yes. Really great, and really long wearing too. So if you don't want to worry about touching it up, this is a great one. And if you did want a little more look, you could always layer powder shadow on top of it.
I know, that's what I love about a cream shadow, or even building off a daytime look into nighttime. Sometimes I'm on the run. I may just take Q-tips over to take off the excess oil and then build upon with shadow, and it kind of gives a richness to the color of the shadow, and it looks really pretty.
All right, so this is the Nars Twist Up Pencil. This color is really beautiful. It's like a plummy brown.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, so what I'm not going to draw it on the traditional way because I want it to look really natural.
I want you to do it however you do it so I can learn.
Just exactly like you're doing, look down, and I'm actually just going right into your lash line and just wiggling the pencil back and forth. So it's really nice because you don't have to, you know, so many women have trouble getting a straight line. And with this, you don't have to worry about doing that. And it also makes your lash line look so much thicker because it really fills in those spaces. So take a look.
I love that. That color is beautiful.
It's so pretty with your eye
I'll be running back to Nars again today.
Yeah, it's such a difference and it's so subtle.
I love it. And I love how tight you got it to the lash line.
Exactly.
It's beautiful.
And just want to draw it in just a little bit because we don't want to create a new brow for you. We just want to fill in what you have.
My brows are always my... Well, I would say the greatest challenge with all of my makeup. I have very minimal hair in my eyebrows.
But the fun thing about your brows is you can do whatever you want.
I know.
You can really change the shape. So it's really fun. But for today and for your daytime look, we're going to keep you really natural. So do you usually go about that soft or do you like to even...
Oh, I think that looks great.
Perfect. So let's...
I have to say, whenever I'm watching other artists' work, I can kind of gauge by how they do an eyebrow. The style of their makeup. I mean, I don't completely judge it on the eyebrow, but it's a good guideline.
It's like a little indicator on the style.
And there's all kind of styles of makeup. You know, everybody has something different that they like, so.
Very true. So this could definitely be your daytime look. You're nice and hydrated and even, but if you want a little bit of color, this is a great one. It's a tinted oil. Ooh. So I'm just going to take a little bit of this and just brush it on, and it kind of works with your own lips' natural pigment. So it kind of self-adjusts to be a really beautiful color. And hydrated lips look so pretty. Gorgeous.
I love that. On my shopping list immediately. Oh my gosh, thank you, Amy.
So
I'm gonna write down a whole little list of products. I love some of the tips that I learned about that plum pencil.
Yeah. So
and the cheek cream and the rose lip oil. Is there a rose in this oil? Or
there might be. No, actually I think it's orange, right?
Oh, orange oil.
Orange oil.
I can taste it now. Yes, I taste the orange.
All right.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.